Hi guys, this is Pinky with Don't Drive Distracted. I Pinky swear, and I have Dylan with me. And we're just kind of playing with this big globe that's floating in some water. Does anybody know where we are? Well, Dylan, do you want to tell them where we are?
Well, we are at the Big Nickel in Sudbury.
Big Nickel, what is that? Well, we have a special guest with us. Her name is Kelsey, and she works at this Big Nickel. So I'm going to let her tell you about what this place is.
Hi everyone, I'm Kelsey, and you are at Dynamic Earth, also home to the Big Nickel, which has been around since 1964. And in fact, it all started in 1963 with a contest in the Sudbury Star, sponsored by the Sudbury Canada Centennial Committee. And from there, this man named Ted Silva saw the ad in the newspaper and thought he had a really great idea, a really great way to celebrate the centennial year. He thought, why not build a big nickel? And they ended up going with that idea. So in 1964, they had the Big Nickel here, just outside of Dynamic Earth.
And we're going to show you what this Big Nickel looks like.
What else to say about the Big Nickel? So on the obverse side, so the head side, you have King George VI, who was the monarch in 1951. And on the reverse side, or the tail side, you have the specialized refinery, which also features a smokestack. So a lot of people think that's the super stack. That's not true. It's just a stack. It's got an inner core and a stainless steel plating, and it's been here at Dynamic Earth since 1964, with the exception of between 2001 and 2003, because we were kind of busy building Dynamic Earth at that time.
So we know we have a whole class of 10-year-olds watching right now. So we're going to show them some cool stuff.
Sounds good.
So I have actually I'm a little bit of a coin freak, so this place is a little special to me. So I want to show you guys something, because in 1942, there was a war. They needed the nickel to make ammunition, so they needed the nickel to make bullets for the war. So what they ended up doing is that they took a material called tombac to make nickels. So our nickels were actually brown in 1942, 1943, and then when the war was finished in 1944, they came out with a victory nickel, and it ended up being back to our chrome. It's chrome-plated steel nickel. So I'm going to show you those nickels because there's some here. So see, the nickel is brown. There's the front. There's the back. 1943, and then in 1944, there's the victory nickel. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And then Dylan, let's show these kids again this big ball before we go outside. See this? He can spin it. Spin it real fast, Dylan. He's not strong enough. Maybe it's too early in the morning for him. Was there anything else you wanted to add, Kels?
No, but if you're looking for something to do over the summer, don't forget to come visit us, Dynamic Earth here in Sudbury.
Now, you can go down into mines and stuff here, can't you?
Absolutely. So one of our features here at Dynamic Earth is you are able to go on an underground tour and see what it was like to be a miner over 100 years ago, all the way up to present day.
That is awesome. We're going to take a quick look over here and show everybody what that looks like in here before we go. I'm going to send Dylan outside to show you a huge nickel. Now the nickel outside is almost 65,000 times bigger than what an actual nickel is. And it weighs, 13,000
kilograms,
yeah,
or about 13 tons. Yeah.
That's huge. So this nickel is really, really big. And I'm going to pass you over to Mr. Dylan here, because he has the legs to run around and show you. And then he also did some really cool footage yesterday of the nickel, and he used the drone and did some really fun stuff. So that video is uploading for you all to see. So again, we're in Sudbury, and kids, can you tell me how long it's going to take me to get to Thunder Bay? So we're at the Rock Harley-Davidson in Sudbury, and we're going to the Harley-Davidson in Thunder Bay. So if you guys want to try to figure out at some point today in class how long, if you use Google Maps, it will take me to get there, and how many kilometers, that would be fantastic. So I am going to pass you off to Dylan.
All right, let's go, guys. I'm going outside now. Later. All right, who's all watching here? My class is watching, Mom. Good job, Brandon. Love that place. Yeah, you do. Dylan, you're weak. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. All right, guys, we're gonna run up to this nickel. And for those of you who don't know what like 13,000 ton or 13 tons? Anyway, that's 26,000 pounds. It's crazy. All right, guys, you ready for this? Look at that. It's huge. It's so big. People travel from all over the world to come visit this thing. You guys get to see it right in your own class at home. What does that say? The class says 3 hours right now. We will Google map later. 3 hours would get us to Sault Ste. Marie. You gotta keep going north. Keep driving. Take another guess, somebody. Look at how big this thing is. I gotta set the camera down. I'm gonna turn this around for you. It's huge. Here, I'll give you I can't even. I can't touch it. It's too tall. Like Linda said, there's a video uploading. That one's on my channel, and it has all of the nickel just totally glorified, and it looks really awesome. I can't wait till that's uploaded. But yeah, this thing is incredible. And you're on top of like a mountain. You can kind of see everything out here. So beautiful. And looks like Linda joined us again. Wow, from the class. Awesome.
Sorry, I'm a little slower than Dylan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little first clip for your first 9:30 meeting with Pinky. And class, we will research how tall it is. Oh, I know the answer to that, but I'm looking forward to seeing your answer. Any information that you guys can find. And then maybe if you know something about Thunder Bay, like the Terry Fox Monument, if you guys want to be able to tell me stuff about the Terry Fox Monument, in 2 days, we will be there. And we will go live from the Terry Fox Monument as well and show you guys all about that as well. How cool is that?
We will research how tall it is. Yeah, you will.
Watching from Nova Scotia. That's fantastic,
awesome.
Guys. So this is Sudbury. It's a little cold this morning, but it is still a beautiful day.
Especially when I'm on camera. Yeah.
Oh, I think you broke the camera.
Oh, no.
So, I'm sure Dylan showed you all of this. Don't forget to let me know how long it's going to take to get to Thunder Bay from Sudbury. And that's it. Thanks, guys. Love you, my little Brandon.
Aww.